All right, so welcome to the exchange. So, first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to give you my opinion on what I see in the stock markets. Looking to the left to see what has happened, then looking to the right to see what may happen. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you invest money in things you know about. If you don't know, invest in yourself and learn. That's the best way you can make money out here and have some security in these markets. So, let's look at what happens to stock markets so we can get a better idea and some security in exchange. Welcome to the Exchange Show. Okay, let's talk about it. Everybody wants to know where Tesla's going. So, where is it going to go? Well, we have to figure it out. Earnings didn't come in the way they wanted, but we already knew that it was already in a downtrend. But we had a huge gap down from the 207 mark all the way down to about, let's see, the 192. And it's been falling ever since. Where could it go? I'm looking forward to come down to this gap. There's a gap down here all the way back. Where is this? Let's get this free stuff out the way. All the way back to January of 2023. So there's a gap down here. It needs to be filled. I would look for it to come down at least to the 155 area. That looks good to me. Come down to 155 because Tesla moves so much. It's pretty volatile. It could get here. I would look to get some Tesla down here at 155. I have a very huge volume here on earnings day. So one thing I have to do is I like to mark every earnings. It helps me when I'm looking at stocks and other derivatives like ETFs that are strong holders of Tesla. And it helps me when I'm making some plays. So there we go. Earnings. So essentially, let's see if this goes below its earnings and continues down to the 155 area. That would be great. So essentially, we're looking for it to come from here down to here. If it can fill that gap, I'd be even happier. But that's my take on Tesla. It's still in a downtrend. It's going to continue going down for a little bit. It's not going to be forever, but pick your targets. You want to make sure you get good ones at good prices, and that's a good one. So here's one. If you don't know about Oxy, this is Occidental Petroleum. This is an energy stock. So this is going to be about oil. So we filled the gap that was here previously. If I've been looking at this for a little bit, we had a downtrend. We went back up, came back down. Now we're going back up. And it seems like I was looking for it to come to the $54 range, but it wants to stay up here around this $55.98 or $56 range. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the weekly. I want to go out a little bit. So first I can see it, you can see it, and I'm going to make some more lines. I need some support and resistance. So why am I doing this? Because I need to know where are some good areas to look for bounces and where are some good areas to look for drops. All right, so I was looking right here at this area to give my next area of resistance, and it lines up perfectly with this. So maybe if I had done that, I would have been ready. Hey, looking back is always clearer than looking forward. So now that I've seen this, I've coming back down. I've hit this in the weekly and the daily. I've gotten these nice bars up. What would I be expecting it to do? Well, I would love for it to continue up. But these are very small bars. If you notice, they're very small. One of the things that interests me is the fact that on here, energy should be doing well soon. If it's not already popping, it should start popping. So going up, I would at least look for there. I would look for 6160 for Oxy as long as it continues up. That'd be a nice little price target. Say if you're doing an options play or you're doing warrants or something like that, that'd be a nice little price target. So let's go to our next one. Our next one's going to be, and it's going to be pretty much true for all the Bitcoin ETFs. So let's go to ARK. All right. No, sorry. Phone call. That's not too important. There we go. So in the daily, we've already started seeing these bouncing up. And the thing about this was for ARK V, ARK said they already bought their own. So with that news, like, can you trust this? I don't know. One of the things you can do is look at the other ones. So ARC B is here, and this one is one of the new ones on the block, but it's popping up. It had a low of 38.91. So let's look at another one that's been around for a little bit longer, right? Let's do BITO. Now I'm just gauging them, and the rest of them are pretty much all the same. They all had their low, popped up with some negative candles, and then had a gap. Now, with that being said, BITO is now at $20. It was down here at 18 and change. So if we're going forward and we're looking up, where can it go? Well, essentially, we're looking for it to continue up to at least its previous high. I'm not even going to go all the way up here to 23.71. I'll take it to the top of the body of the candle, 23.16. I would look for it to go right there. If it wants to retest that last swing high, then that would be a little bit higher. That's going to be about, let's see, 23.85, so almost $24. Previously, I looked at this. I said it'll probably go up anyway. It's just a question of how far it will go down to bounce. So I was looking at the weekly on this as well. So we had a gap that was filled with these downtrending bars, and then we had a big rejection bar right here last week of positive buying pressure. Now, essentially, on my indicator at the bottom, it looks like it's at the bottom of this Bollinger Band as well. So it looks like it wants to pop up and go to that 23.85. So then you would look also at Bitcoin to see how far up that has to go, because these are the ETFs that follow it. So that's it for the exchange this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with some more on the stocks. Good luck. Good trading.